Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you are live this morning with the 718 boys. Peace and salute. I'm Corey Lee. That's my man Boulevard
We
representing. How
back in
y'all feeling
business.
this morning?
We back in business, y'all. We back in
Get that
business.
energy up, y'all. Get that energy up.
Mm-hmm.
Get that
What's up,
energy
bro?
up. Chilling, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing, man. I'm glad to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Glad,
First of
I'm
all,
glad that you back.
word, thank God, thank God, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my sis. I was out for a minute. Had a little, like I said, death in the family. My sister passed away. But we're gonna move past, we're gonna move to the future. She watching over us, and that's all I care about right now. Corey Lee,
Word.
Uncle Freezy, everybody out there, my baby and everything, my little son. Well, he ain't little. Oh Lord, I done seen so much family I ain't seen in such a long time under the unfortunate circumstances. But we here, Duke. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna rock, man. You know what I mean? Good to see you, big bruh.
Good to see you.
DSJ, what up?
All right. What's up, y'all? What's up? Shout out to DSJ. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming through. Looking forward to all y'all sitting down there. Andrew College, what's good with you, my man? How you
What up,
feeling
Andrew?
today? You
What
know?
up?
All right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the last time we spoke, we was out here, we was in the midst of a major playoff fight.
Yes, we
And,
was.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't looking too good for us, but we fought our way back into it to some degree.
JJ.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, of course.
uh, and by the smallest margins, what happened? We lost.
Yeah,
You
man. I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? I want
go
to hear
ahead,
your
Corey. I'm gonna
take
let
on
you
that,
finish your
and
thought.
I'll give you
Yeah, yeah,
mine.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. I felt like, man, we had major opportunities in that last game to win the game, man. Jalen was doing his thing, man. I mean, if anybody don't say that Jalen is a superstar, they lying to themselves, bruh. Homeboy out there, he boxing and throwing rocks, he cutting and fishing bait. You know what I'm saying? He doing all of that and whatnot. He the whole team, and of course, we're gonna bring up a little bit of Julius. I don't want to talk about Homeboy that much because we done been doing that for a minute and whatnot. But I think he needed some help. We were just 3 steps away from the game, man, from winning it. As you can see with the score, we could have easily probably, if we executed correctly and Homeboy had some help, we could have won that game, man. And we could have been at Madison Square Garden at game 7, talking what we talking. You know what I'm saying? Causing a riot out there.
Yo, to keep it funky with you, yo, on a real note, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, man. And
Paris
I'm
Duncan,
not
good
gonna
morning.
lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was like the craziest day of watching that game. I mean, for
Mm-hmm.
me, I
Mm-hmm.
saw a lot of good things and I saw a lot of bad things.
Facts.
One second,
I agree.
one second, brother.
Yes, sir.
Rock real quick. You know what I'm saying? Talk about something. I'm gonna be right with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yo, good morning, y'all. GS 400. What up, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, 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 yeah. No doubt. With Miami cooking the Celtics, man, for sure. I don't feel as bad, man. I think Miami. I hate to even quote this. They wanted it more than what we did. Oh, DSJ, what up, Duke? Good morning. Good morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good morning, Duke. How you?
Morning, what's going on? Salute to
Ain't nothing,
everybody in the
man.
chat.
Salute,
Salute
salute.
Bully. Salute Corey, what's going on, y'all?
What up, man? How you?
Hey, I'm all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for coming in,
Been,
man. I appreciate you, man. For real.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
yo.
the
Thank you for your
invite.
calls, man. I appreciate you, man. For real. Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course. Yeah, man. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
listen, we might have connected because of the fact that we were Nick fans,
Yes,
but
sir.
you know what I'm saying? The fact that we were able to build off of,
Facts.
the strength of that, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I
Yes.
consider a lot of y'all family, so
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
we a
mean?
Knicks family, man, for sure, man. For the love of the game, for Bronze Tears, man. For a lot of platforms, man, MBK and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This is a
Oh yeah.
family, man. This is worldwide family. Yo, Jay Boogie word, man. Come on, like Jay Boogie is almost like the glue to all of this, dude. For real.
Jay Boogie is the big brother that taught me how to elbow people in the face
There you
sneakily on the
go.
basketball court.
There you go. And you got my man on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? SK the Smoking Nick, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. I love it, man. I love it. But I think we could have like Corey was saying, I think we could have got that game, man. I think we could have got
Say
Miami in
hello
that
to
last game. Hey,
hey,
Hey, little mama.
Mona. Good morning.
hey, tell me your name.
My name is Talani Corley.
Speak up. Let me hear
Hey.
you.
My name is Talani Corley.
All right now. Come on, Kwani. How you doing?
Good.
All
All
right.
right, shout out to you
Now
this
go in the
morning.
house and be quiet.
Hmm.
You said you got your start in America.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Check me out. I'm sorry. Where were we? Good morning, GSJ. Salute. Salute,
Hey,
salute,
what's
salute
going on,
again,
Corey? How
family.
you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm blessed. Well, you know what I'm saying? Blessed to be
Hmm.
around y'all. Blessed doing our thing. But
Right.
getting back to my point, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Knicks fans, we got something to be proud about.
Oh yeah, I'm
We
definitely
got
proud of
something
the
to
city.
be proud about.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand we all got our biases on what we like and what we don't like. You
Hmm.
know, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Knicks fan now. I'm gonna say for real, for consciously a Knicks fan, 42 years.
Mm.
Consciously.
Yeah,
Like
I get
me
some of that.
knowing what team I like, who I like, and why I like them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I used to be all in that. Why would you know what I'm saying? All this, we should go get this player, we should go get that player. But then I had to honestly realize that it's not that as simple. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all make some decent suggestions, but some of y'all come out with some outlandish suggestions.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's cool, and we all can
Hmm.
agree to disagree. I could care less, but man, some of these cats out here, I just not feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Who tossing out here?
I'm
Who
not
should
gonna
make
lie.
major moves?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Claude, man. In the beginning, when we lost the game, I'm not gonna say I was picky with it, but I wanted Julius up out of here. And then things happened, and my mind was everywhere. And then I got the time to reflect, relax, and relate. You know what I mean? We can't give up that 28-7 or 25-8. What we gonna get
25
for
and
that?
10.
25-10. Excuse me, brother. Thank you for correcting me. What we gonna get for that right now? You know what I mean? Now,
That's a hard thing to replace, y'all.
that's hard to replace.
That's a
Facts.
hard thing to
I
replace. You
don't
know,
like.
y'all
I
think
mean, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead, bro.
no. Finish what you were saying. Bro.
Oh no, what I was
You
saying,
sure?
like, I don't care. Um, I don't like his attitude sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't like his diviness. I don't like, as my man SK says, finicky ways, finicky ways and whatnot. You know what I mean? But we need homeboy, and we wouldn't have never got there without him. So once again, I'm willing to give him a hall pass to learn some skills and whatnot. You know what I mean? Sharpen his sword.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Still sharpen still, man. Get out there, work on his attitude and his mental, whatever is going on with him. Just work, play the game, man, and let's win some games. And let's get to an area where we ain't been in 50 some odd years and whatnot. You know what I mean? A championship. Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and say championship, but let's at least move past the second round. We there. I'm proud of them for getting there. Let's move it to the next level. And we can't really do it without homeboy. You know what I mean? And just like I had to say about RJ showed me something in these playoffs, man. And he got busy out there. I'm not with the numbers and the analytics, but my eyes are telling me something different. And I want Julius to do the same thing, man. He good for. I don't want to be a regular season champion. You know what I mean? So
okay.
I hope that he
Yeah,
comes
shit. How you
back.
feel? Oh, my
All right.
bad. My
So
fault.
now you
Yeah,
good. You
yeah, go
good.
there.
So yeah, my thing is let's build towards consistency, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I don't want to do is be a team that goes in the playoff 1 year, misses the playoff the following year or the following 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? What we've seen in the playoffs from some of these role players we want to build off of that. Learn from what you've done, capitalize on the positives and progress forward. Learn from the mistakes and clean those up.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation I've been having for about 2 seasons now. RJ Barrett should start working in the mid range,
Mm.
right? Now, first thing I'm sure people will say is, well, we know him for attacking the basket, whether it's contested or uncontested. Um, he's always going to hit you with that push shot mid range floater or a 3 pointer, right? But if you look at the one basket that he had, the one made field goal attempt, right, was a mid range on the baseline in the third quarter against Cody
Facts.
Martin.
Facts.
So what I'm looking at is, well, why don't we see a more consistent variety of those shots from the mid range? If you
Mm-hmm.
operate from the left baseline to the left elbow and have that be RJ's space,
Mm-hmm.
especially now that you've seen his ability to play make a little bit more frequently,
Mm-hmm. At
it
least he attacked.
gives it
I'm sorry, bro.
it gives
Mm-hmm.
more it gives more platitude to the opportunity to do more, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it opens up the opportunity for Quentin Grimes to play on the left baseline on the 3 point area
Mm-hmm.
if RJ gets free, if he gets trapped, right?
Facts.
Um, it also gives you the opportunity where Mitchell Robinson can operate freely in that what I'm saying, in the center, in the interior post.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, if that shot starts falling, you have to guard it a little bit differently than what I'm saying, RJ hits you with a pump fake, drives inside, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of going up for a layup, maybe he dishes it off, gives
Question:
Mitchell
Do
Robinson the
you
easy look.
facts? Do you think that Tibbs need to listen more to his assistant coaches, man, just a little bit more, offensively wise? I know he's a defensive guru, that's a fact, but maybe listen to Johnny Bryan and the rest of the cast that's on the bench a little bit more to open up space for what you're saying with RJ, and maybe even given when Grimes come off the bench. You know what I mean? Do you think that,
Possibility.
what I'm saying, a little bit more intel input from his assistant coaches, man, to open up the floor a little bit more, to pass that ball around? Because when they moving that ball, man, they fluent. Facts.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
You know
see,
what I
for
mean?
me, I think even in the playoffs, I think situational awareness was
Mm-hmm.
lacking.
Hold
Specifically
on,
with
DSJ.
Vandu.
Hold on, DSJ. Let me read this from Paris Duggar. Everything went perfect for me because of our core's age. Facts. Thank you for that generous conference money, man. Yo, thank you for that. Thank you for that bread, dude. I ain't gonna say like Uncle Freezy. Thank you for that bread, bruh. Bam. Anyway, yeah, I think you got. I ain't gonna say like Uncle Freezy. You do it too perfect, man. Thank you for that bread. Word. But I think he got a point there, man. I think he got a point. The age and the core is what's up. And along going with that, I think that they need to listen. I mean, Tibbs need to listen to his assistant coaches just a little bit more, or go out there and go get Monty Williams, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's not trusting them. I don't know. But I'm proud of the team, but I want them to move a little bit more fluently. Fact.
You want to
And get
progress.
Mitch in the
Yeah.
game a little bit more.
You just want to see the team do better than they were. Again,
Yeah,
improvements.
thrive,
Make
thrive.
the
Facts.
improvements.
Facts, facts. Corey Lee, what you think?
Me personally, I think we do need to. I get jammed up, so I got to make sure I say this right. We tweak some things. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need some outside shooting. We need some outside shooting from somewhere, somehow. Whether
From
we
somebody.
improve and whether Grimes improves on it, because it's gonna have to come from at least Grimes and quickly for as long as we here until we make a major change and swap out somebody or get rid of somebody, whomever the front office deems that, hey, we're gonna have to move on from this person because I feel like this person um fills this specific role.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying we need length out there as far as the wings and whatnot. And
Mm-hmm.
also too, and a lot of you people out here who assume certain people are gonna be gone. Until they're gone, they're Knicks, they're still Knicks. For example, Obi Toppin, if he's still gonna be Nick, he needs to work on some kind of mid-range game, and he needs to hustle a little bit more on his defense, on the defensive side, and be
Hmm.
more aggressive on the boards.
Do you think he would be perfect for
But
another team?
I mean, I don't know. It depends on what another team sees. I mean,
I mean,
you know,
if he come off the bench again for this next season, and he, I mean, like I said,
I
he's
mean, we got
25.
at least we got him on contract for at least this year, and I believe next year.
Hmm.
So he's under contract for these next 2 seasons. And I tell you like this, from the way it looks, Tibbs probably not going to use him like he should, or give him a lot, or free him up for more minutes. But it still doesn't hurt to work on the little things
Hmm.
like not just standing in the corner trying to knock down threes, but he needs to try
Hmm.
to work on some go to move to the basket, or even try to even learn how to post up a little or spin or do something. I see. The one thing he did in the playoffs that I did see, instead of giving up the dribble, he went up. He had to go around the world. You know what I'm saying? But he
Hmm.
went to the basket. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and he got some
And the
rebounds too,
one thing I
man.
think
He's trying to do his
the
rebound
one
thing.
thing that we a lot of our players, you know, I think we're so stuck into this either go to the basket, kick it out, this ISO ball. I
Hmm.
think we need to work on more individual moves, like our individual games. You know,
Yeah,
like
I
at
could dig
one
that.
point, quickly was dope. I mean, crazy dope going to the basket with a little push shot. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
seemed like he stopped doing that. If it ain't, you know what I'm saying? He need to get back to that. And I just think the role players are bench. You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
Mitch
Our
need to get some
secondary
steps.
players.
I think Mitch need to get some
Excuse me?
steps, man. I think Mitch need to get down in that box, get down in that paint, and learn how to move them big ass feet, man, and start putting the ball in the basket. I mean, yeah, a nice alley oop here and there is cool. Catching it off the rebound and dunking back in, but give him some moves or
Yo,
something, man.
hold
Develop
on a
a
second.
hook
See,
or
now
something.
I'm finna tell y'all something. And this is on y'all. Yo, he slick tried to do a little drop step. You know what I'm saying? The game, what was that, game 6? I saw him. I was like, He went down and he got into the
Well,
move.
he took
He's
somebody off the
finna
dribble.
he's finna try to take it and lay it with his left hand, but he switched up and passed it out.
Mhm.
And I'm just saying to myself, if you think you have that in your game, then try to do that. Even though your
Yeah,
hands is
is Tibbs going to let him
you've
do
been
that? That's
eating
the
eggs every
question.
morning.
Remember, Dre said that in the beginning of the season that iHeart was doing all type of things, and he was doing all type of things, and then Tibbs took him out of his routine. Remember, he shot the three in the beginning of the season, iHeart,
Yeah, that game
and
against Detroit.
yes, sir, DSJ. He shot the three, and matter of fact, he gave us back the lead and won the game for us. Doggone, you know what I mean? And I can remember saying that he brings a different dynamic to the team, but then after a while, that was shut down. It was not in the last
Well,
game that we had against Indiana, I believe it was before we went into the playoffs against Cleveland. Mitchell took somebody off the dribble and and did his thing. I don't know if he
oh yeah,
flushed
yeah,
it or
yeah,
laid
yeah.
it up, but he took somebody off the dribble at the top of
No, he
at
went to
the
the
elbow.
basket and he took somebody to the basket and gave him a helmet. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
facts,
You put one on their head. But I'm gonna tell you
facts.
like this. I remember exactly what you're talking about, that individual play.
Hmm.
I think Tibbs, the one thing Tibbs does, you know what I'm saying? And I think and I seen him, and as he progresses as a coach more and more, because you can never be too old to not progress. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
Is the fact that
Good point,
he
Kevin.
would uh
Uh huh.
he would go back and watch film, and
Hmm.
I bet you he'll watch every 80. He'll watch all 82 games every single day. You know what I'm saying, for
Hmm.
the whole summer to the beginning of the year, to see where he went wrong,
Okay.
to pick up. He'll pick out the good and bad, and I think you know if he got half a brain, I think he will allow some of our players outside of Julius, outside of Jalen, outside of RJ, and quickly to
Hmm.
to try to expand their games a little bit more, give them a little bit more confidence in some other things. But who am I? I'm just
Fact.
I'm just a
What you
Knicks
think about that,
fan.
Jazz? Yeah. What you think about that, Jazz?
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, my biggest gripe has been more on the defensive end, right? Because for the past 4 seasons, while Tibbs has been a part of the organization and all that stuff, right? Or the past 3 seasons, really. Um, I'm getting tired of seeing those perimeter shots, those open threes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know if it's a matter of maybe we need to resort to playing zone ourselves and playing the 3-2 zone,
Mm-hmm.
um, or a variation of it in some capacity. But we have to get out of this mindset of just shutting down the paint
Mm-hmm.
and acting like the 3 point shots, you know what I'm saying, are low percentage shots because nowadays everybody at every position can knock down a three.
Mm-hmm.
So in
Facts.
order
Mm-hmm.
for us to get past the to get past this certain spot where we're in the 40 to 45 win rate, we're gonna have to find a way to guard the perimeter more consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think that will help in terms of getting us those wins because even off having bad shooting, right, we still find ways to score by getting to the foul line. Um, Again, once we get to the point of moving the ball,
Mm-hmm.
I think that we just have to start doing the smaller things, right? We might
Do
have to start implementing plays, 2 to 3 plays for individual talent, right? I've
right.
been saying for at least half of this season that I'd like to see Quentin Grimes operate from the dunker spot off of curl screen action,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe doing ghost screens on the three
Okay.
point line.
Okay.
Open up the game just a little bit, and
Just a little bit.
also
Yeah.
operate um on all spots of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The one play that I think killed us in terms of going forward, or even having an attempt to to um to take the lead in that game 6,
Mm-hmm.
that baseline where Jalen Brunson
James Brunson was
was
double
at
team.
was wide open.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you on
Nobody
the story.
standing there.
Right.
RJ's on the other side of
Other
that
side.
baseline,
So is Julius.
along with Julius Randle.
Mm-hmm. And then you got what's the name at the top of the
Josh
key?
Hart was standing at the top of the key.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So now
Mm-hmm.
my thing was, okay, so why didn't you have the temerity to space that? Okay, if it's
You know, just
RJ
sitting
that's
there
on the
looking
wing,
around, waiting for homeboy to do something. Not to cut you off, but I just think they was just down there because Brunson was on fire. You're not gonna kick it out to Josh. I mean, well, he did wind up kicking it out to Josh, but Josh ain't no. I mean, he could do it, but he should have did it. You know, something.
and see the thing about it is like Josh Hart is a mid range shooter, right? He
Mm-hmm.
lacks the 3 point shot, but he can knock down the mid range. So
Mm-hmm.
even if it was to just get the ball and to dribble inside for the threat
Mm-hmm.
of at least knocking down that mid range shot, at least present that because where he stood at and the way the defense is collapsed on Brunson, there's no
Mm-hmm.
way for him to get the ball to anybody,
Right.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So as much as I wanted to put the blame on Brunson for not being aware of the double team as fast as it came, I can't blame him
Mm-hmm.
but so much. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I think that open area, if you occupy it,
Mm-hmm.
and the way they were guarding him, okay, that right there, that really was an open shot. Even if he hit again,
Right.
at that point, it's a 50-50 situation. But the
You
threat
can
of
take
it
it. You're
at
right.
least being
50-50.
there, it was a smart basketball play.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
But he had to be in position for that play to even be a smart basketball play. And I think
I agree,
that's
Jay.
where coaching matters.
Right. Somebody just said, I think that was we served data 100 people. I read his chat real quick. He was like, do we think that we need to make more pick and roll plays for Josh Howard? I mean Josh Hart, excuse me, Josh Hart.
Oh
Um,
no.
Cause he's the best fin. Well, he was saying that he's one of the best finishers that we have on the team. What you think about that? Salute, travel. Salute,
Well,
Warren.
I think
TWC,
he's
what
a
up?
threat. I think he's a threat as either the pick or the roll man because he does have the ability to put the ball on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he does have the ability to create for others, especially in transition. So, I mean, you expect him to
He
be
good
able
this
to do
morning.
it in the mid range as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, more pick and roll options. It could work.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on who you have on the floor with him.
Right. Okay.
Most
But
definitely.
what you think about giving Mitch some more? What you think about trying to activate Mitch into more of an athletic dude, like a real athletic center, man? Because if you look around the league and you see these centers, man, they moving and grooving, man. Djokovic went crazy last night. I was watching the fight and the doggone game. It wasn't that. Djokovic was looking crazy. It wasn't that. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
I
mean?
mean,
Jokic already
I
had that
think
skill set. I don't. I think that if anything, what we get first off, what we got to stop looking at Mitch as a player that has more to offer, right?
Hmm.
I think if
You think he reached the
I
ceiling?
think, I'll say again.
You think he reached the ceiling? You think that's it for him? Like that's all he can do
No,
for us?
nah, but I think that if you don't always have to show your hand. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
I think that if you keep some things closer to the vest, right? Again, one of the things that I look at is in those um in those fake dribble handoffs where he'll fake the pass.
Hmm.
There's two plays in the season where he's actually put the ball on the floor from the top of the key to get to the
Hmm.
post and get a jam, right?
Hmm.
And that's him creating. That's not
Hmm.
somebody giving him a pass or nothing like that. That's his creation.
Hmm.
So he already has that in his bag.
Hmm.
Add maybe like a hook shot, jump hook or something like
I
that.
would like to see that come out
Um,
of him. Yeah.
and you don't have to execute it you don't have to execute it to the point of nauseum. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You still want to be where you don't know how to guard it because of the fact that you're not always seeing it.
Hmm.
Keep defenses honest in that sense.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would like for Mitch to have certain things in his repertoire, but I don't want it to be where
You overcook him,
if he
overdo it,
doesn't execute it, huh?
but he overdo it like he tried too many. Like
Yeah, I don't want to be to the point where again he's just like, you know what I'm saying, now we know how to guard it because we know what he's gonna do.
facts.
Some
Okay, I
things I
got you.
think it's best if
Good
you just
point.
kind of just
Good
taper
point.
off a little bit. You know what I mean?
But I would like for him to learn something. Something.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't got to
And,
do it all the
and,
time. He ain't got to be extravagant with it. Just learn something, bro. I mean, I know you could dunk it, you can catch it and dunk it, you can get the alley oop and do all that, but a little drop step, something little,
a putback.
little J, little putback. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Something like that, man.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He got a little quick bag, man. And I think it's only 100 bands that go dropping Akeem, dropping the King's pocket and be like, hey,
I
man,
think he need
teach
to.
me a
Yeah,
little
he need to
something.
go. Yeah, he need to go to Akeem for sure, man. I think that
You know
would
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
great look
I
for him,
mean,
man.
at least for a summer. I mean, at
Right,
least for a month or so. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Just because I think he has the quickness, and he needs to develop the footwork, but to develop some offense.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna keep dwelling on this. I got another topic I want to bring up to y'all.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
You
go.
know what I'm
Yeah, speak
saying?
on it.
Check me out. Now, it seems like, one second, my bad. Put my cam on for this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All three of us are fathers.
Yes, we are.
Shout out to all the fathers out there.
Peace,
You
peace.
know, we do matter. but,
Happy
but I
Father's
want to say
Day
this.
and get that big piece of chicken.
Word.
Yeah, we get that
I
big
prefer
dry
the
piece of
steak.
chicken.
Give me,
I want the
give me
thigh or
that
the
steak,
wing.
man.
But besides the fact that, but
Give me prime rib.
how do you all feel about this Ja Morant situation? You know what I'm saying? The first time,
Mm.
hear me out, y'all. The first time we gave the young man a pass, okay, but now here you go again, back on live with another pistol. I want to hear your thoughts on it, and then I'll give you mine. You go ahead, DSJ.
Facts.
Attention is a new currency, and there's nothing that pays more than attention. So at this point in time, I think that he just fell victim to the immature. Again, despite the fact that he's a public figure, he's still a young public figure, and I think there's certain levels of immaturity that continue to live on with people like that, and we'll forget that because of the fact that he's a public figure before he's a young man, and a young man is going to make those type of mistakes. Now it's a bad look because of the fact that you have to consider that you're a young man and a public figure for a $1 billion corporation, and there's laws and clauses and rules and guidelines that already existed, and here you are putting yourself in a position to be the next Gilbert Arenas or Jarvis Crittenden.
Wow.
That's deep right there. Jarvis. I ain't hear that name in a minute.
At the end of the day, you don't want to be a cautionary tale. As talented as Ja Morant is, you don't want to be the guy. You don't want to be the next. Don't be that guy conversation. So I'm hoping that with the time away that I'm pretty sure he's gonna get from the NBA, that he smartens up, that he has the right people in his corner. We need to give him again more guidance than criticism.
Facts.
Understand that again, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's above. You know what I'm saying, making mistakes. And we want to at least show some level of empathy, even in the face of stupidity.
I agree.
Bully.
Yo, DSJ, that was a good point, dude. And on that right there, I'm not even going to touch that because you said it so nicely. What I want to tackle is his pops.
Also, okay, go ahead.
What I want to tackle is his father. Oh, Usher looking dude. Jake Boogie, good morning. Good morning, Jay Boogie.
Salute, big bro.
Corey, get that right quick. Get that.
Okay, hold on a second.
That, Jay Boogie got it? You got up there?
I got you. All right. Salute to you, big bro, Jay Boogie. Queens in the building, baby. All right. Good morning to the chat and the panel on this beautiful Sunday. Blessings, health, happiness to us all. Live live with the 718 boys. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Come on in, Jay.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick about this whole Ja Morant.
Hold on, Cole.
Oh, you ain't done yet?
Yeah. Let me make my point real quick, and then I'm gonna let you rock on. I want to tackle his pops, man. I think real quick. I'm gonna say it real fast and real nice. His pops don't need to be his friend. His pops need to be his father. You dig? I don't mind. Like, okay, I just had my son here. I took him to the train station yesterday because of the circumstances or whatever. Me and my son, we cool. We talk about everything. But talking about everything and being around your kid is one thing. I know my father used to bust my tail when I got out of line, especially when it come down to making some money. You know what I mean? Dude is acting like he the homeboy to his son. You got to be the father. I think the father is starstruck, yo. Fake Usher looking dude. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna diss that man like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got jokes and everything for him, but what's not a joke is your son about to lose a whole lot of money. You already lost endorsements. They got dropped off of Nike. I mean, he didn't lose his endorsement with Nike, but he's not on the website in the app. And you got kids looking at this. You know what I mean? And how you a dude that don't live that life, got the money now, you want to live that life. Is you bugging? As a father, you're supposed to step to him and bring him to you and say, son, chill, dude. Chill out, man. Fall back for a little while. Get yourself together. Let's not mess up this money. Let me get out of let me become a father to you like I should be. You on the sideline with the drinks and like you the homeboy. You know what I mean? Like you the fan club. You his father, man. Be as a father. Especially with this month coming up as being Father Day coming up not too soon. I mean not too soon. Be a father, bruh. Teach him right. This is the second time. And then he was in the club after he made the second apology. He was
Well,
right
only
back in
reason
the
I don't
club.
go hard on only reason I won't go hard on T, um, for two reasons. One, T was instrumental in
I dig all that.
training training Ja to even
Okay.
be in the position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember when draft day came, they were explaining the story of how T Morant was so instrumental in getting him ready to
As he
play
should. That's what
basketball.
a daddy
Period.
should
Right.
do. That's what a dad should do.
So, but the other side of it is T Morant was not in the car with him when he made this move, and I think with that in mind, that's the only reason I don't go as hard on T.
So what about the
Right.
second time now? Didn't he talk to him the
What,
first
what,
time? I'm quite sure he said something the first time, right?
well, I'm sure that he talked to him on the first occasion in the club, but again, T wasn't with him in the club, and I
Okay.
mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, I'm sure that we've done a lot of things
Oh yeah,
behind
for
our
sure.
pops back where
For
he
sure.
don't. Well, he might not have known that you had that sip of liquor from somebody else, or you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, or you
I
had your
just
first
found out
taste
my,
of.
my son like Tito's, man. If you don't get out of here, boy, you don't get. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you know what I'm
saying? I
saying.
see
Like you be surprised what you end up finding out after the fact, and I think that just to keep in mind that we can't always be front and center. We can't watch our kids 24/7, so they're gonna do
Right.
things behind our backs, and they're gonna make those boneheaded mistakes. And the best thing that we can do is when we find out about it, have that conversation. And if that doesn't work, um, again, you have to allow for the punishment to be the
Right.
punishment.
Yo,
And right
Shaw,
now,
I
he's
agree with
gonna
you.
he's gonna he's gonna face that. Like,
Hmm.
there's no way around that. There's gonna be a suspension. Um, you've already lost money, so you're already facing the consequences of your actions.
DSJ, do
And
you
I
not see what's up on that
Hold on a second,
chat
hold on a
on the
second,
chat line?
nah,
hold on a second, hold on a second. Now, listen, I'm gonna give my perspective, y'all,
All right, hold
and check
on.
me out.
Survey, you're 100% right. Jai's a father too. So come on now.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
daddy
again,
too.
like I
Hold,
said, he's young. He
All
might
right, I'm sorry,
he.
Courtney.
on a second.
All
Let
right,
me
go
get
ahead,
my
bro.
perspective, Jimmy. Now, listen, if, in life, w- especially being men of color, I'm a preface it like that. We are not given too many opportunities in this world.
That's a true fact.
Okay, and now you have been given a chance to not just change your circumstances, but change a whole generation of your family's circumstances.
Hmm.
You've been given a lottery ticket, for an example. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know what I'm saying, to some degree.
Hmm.
I got a story to tell y'all. Okay, I was very fortunate in my early years. I say about maybe about almost 20 years ago. I was fortunate enough to become a football coach at a little small Christian school out here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And
Hmm.
we, you know what I'm saying, we were good enough, and we had we had a couple of kids who were fortunate enough to get to earn scholarships and go on and play. I
Hmm.
had one. I coached a kid. His name was Derek Rogers. All right. Love this kid. Very great athlete. Blessed tremendously. Worked very hard to get to the point to where he got himself. You know what I'm saying, he was fortunate enough to get a scholarship and go on to the University of Tennessee.
Hmm.
He he got there, and to some degree I feel like it's my fault because I feel like I didn't give him enough guidance as being a male role model in his life
Mhm.
to avoid certain circumstances. You could tell people to some degree, this is what not to do, this is what not to do, this is what not to do, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. You know, to make a long story short, to some degree, you're gonna have to accept the responsibility of yourself, even as becoming a young adult. You know, to sum it up, you know, he had all the talent in the world, D1 scholarship. He got there, messed around, flunked the drug test. They suspended him. He flunked another drug test. They suspended him. He flunked the third drug test. They kicked him off the team. He
Mm.
went on to Middle Tennessee State, broke a whole bunch of records. But with that said, he messed his draft status up, meaning that you know what I'm saying, he didn't get drafted. He was fortunate enough to get invited to Indianapolis, the coach. He's supposed to be like the the, the, the number two guy as far as receiver for Andrew Luck.
Mm.
Okay. He got there and he lied his head. He thought once he got there he made it and there was no way they was gonna cut him. And then they ended up cutting him because he made an ass out of himself in the preseason.
Okay.
What that said is what I'm trying to get to is that as hard as you work to get to a certain point in your life and to achieve certain things, it could be gone like that. Like that. You
Oh
hear
yeah,
that?
at the
Like
blink
that.
of an eye, for
In the
sure.
snap of a
Word.
finger.
Word.
So 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 you need to be more conscious. And another thing, and this goes back to Ja Morant. Your man ain't your man.
Mm.
When he puts you on camera, he's going live,
Mm-hmm.
knowing you walking around with the pistola, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then turn around and put the camera on you.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, you say keep your friends close and keep your enemies
Your
closer.
enemies closer.
Nah, what that said is you surround yourself around a bunch of people. You
I'm
understand
gonna
what
give
I'm
homeboy the
saying?
benefit of the doubt just for not to cut you off course. Just for 1 second. He might have just pulled that camera out not knowing homeboy was gonna pull a goddamn gun out. And
It
once he
doesn't
seen it,
matter.
and he put it down
Bully,
real
bully,
quick.
bully, bully. It don't matter, but you
I
gotta
know it
quit.
don't matter, but I'm just saying he got to stop with the
That the
childishness.
point listen, the point is that you should never put yourself in that situation.
Facts. No matter
You
what,
understand
no
what I'm
doubt,
saying?
no
No
doubt,
matter what the case may be. You
no
understand what I'm
doubt.
saying? Yo, you make too much money that you can't have. Come on, man. Ain't no way in hell I'm not gonna have some security. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
your
You know what I'm
homeboys,
saying?
not your homeboys.
You're not my homeboy. I'm gonna go get somebody, get on my NDA.
Professional.
You know what I'm saying? Sign
Professional.
this. Whatever you see, stay with you. I'll pay you X amount of dollars, and this is what you do. If you feel like
Mm.
that, but also too, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell them how to live their life or not to have a life, but you got to be conscious of what you're doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when you're a public figure. And especially nowadays, because back in the day it was just cameras. Now we got TMZ, we got the internet, we got all kind of crazy stuff that'll catch you farting when you like, oh, look at him, he's disgusting. You know
Your
what I'm
nose and
saying?
all that. Yo, K Riviera, I appreciate what you said. I agree with that to a certain point too. I think I'm 50-50 on that. Bro, I can't hear you, Alcor.
Nah, I'm just saying, you know,
You
at the
see
end of
what
the day,
you
we
see
got to
what
be
Kendall
responsible
said?
for ourselves. Fathers need
Mm-hmm.
to be fathers. Ja is a father himself. He needs to
Mm-hmm.
think about what he's doing and stop being, sometimes when you get money like that, you got to kind of mature. And you got what I'm saying, sometimes you got to be on a fast track of maturing. But with
Mm-hmm.
that said, let's move on.
All right.
Okay.
Yo, Riviera, you made a good one. K Sean, you make a good point too, man. For real. For those in the chat, man. Salute the chat, man. Salute the chat for real.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. I appreciate y'all. Hit
Ja
that
might be
like
a bad
button.
friend, for real. Word.
You know,
But who's to say? I want the young man to get some help. I mean, before we get off that topic, I want him to get some help, and I need T to be a better father than what he is, and not try to be a celebrity and whatnot. Be a daddy, dude. That's it. I'm done with that.
no, I just want him to be responsible, a responsible
No, and
man of
take
color
accountability.
who's
Take
who's not.
accountability. Yeah,
Yeah, no, because you represent more than just yourself.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? I tell my kids, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't put myself in a situation where if I ain't more than just telling you what to do, I showed you what not to do.
You do
You know
right.
what I'm
There you
saying?
go. I like that. I
You know,
like that.
and be an example from both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? In my life,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's
Mm-hmm.
perfect, but when
Mm-hmm.
given opportunities, you need to grab hold of it and make the most out of it, and stop
Thanks.
putting yourselves in some effed up situations.
Right.
You know what
Don't
I'm
mess up the
saying?
bag. Don't mess up my bag.
Don't
Go ahead.
mess up the bag.
Don't mess up the bag, bruh. I don't want to be on
Mm,
EBT. Eat better today, tomorrow, and tonight. No, not to no. Stop messing up the bag. Facts.
exactly. I've
As
seen
as
too many, too many world class athletes blow the bag on
mm-hmm.
drugs, the
Stupidness.
box,
Oh, the box will
on
get you
box,
locked. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and
Box
a
will get you
lot of
locked.
other stupid little things.
Word.
So, young men out here in this
Get it
world,
together, man. Get it together. Stop
yeah,
listening to that
please.
stupid behind rap music, man. It's senseless and it's not positive. Rap music wasn't made for that. That's how you know they got mind control over y'all because the dude is a nice dude that came from a nice family. As soon as he got in the league, now he want to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like gold teeth and flashy guns and whatnot. The rap game right now is on demon time. Leave that mess alone, man. Y'all want some good rap music, some good soul music, R&B? Go back in the day, man. Leave that drill music stupidness alone for all y'all that's under 25. Even y'all 50 years old. Yo, the other day, real quick, now not to get off the story real quick, I'm gonna give it back. I'm walking to the store, man. Me and my little nephews, man. There's this dude, gray hair with braids, all the way down to, I talk my little slang and everything, but I don't dress the part. I mean, I talk my part and whatnot. But homeboy was is you 50 or 25, man? Come on, bruh. Come on. You got your pants hanging to the side, and I'm 50, I'm turning 50. Blah, blah, blah. You was talking all this young boy stuff. I'm like, that's what I don't want y'all to be. Yeah, uncle cool and daddy's cool because I'm a cool dude, but that's not daddy. And I don't want them to be like that. He's up there reciting all the drill music. Man, grow up. Grow up, man. For real.
But
Grow
he
the hell
so
up,
he is
y'all.
50 years old listening to Lobby Boys.
I don't even know who
Who
that
that?
is. Who that?
Oh, that's
And I ain't talking
Mano
about
and Jim
Louis.
Jones.
Who?
Mano and Jim Jones.
Oh,
Hold on, quick. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, fellas. If I didn't shout you, I'm gonna shout you out. What's good, CWC? I see you in here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
CWC.
GS 400 was really
Mm-hmm.
good. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We survived 100
Mm-hmm.
people. Yo, hey, that's what's
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
JM, what's this? 3000 was good with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Kendall Rivera, what's good?
Yes, sir. Good
Keyshawn, you know what I'm
point.
saying? I know you probably shouted your
Sean, good
name out,
point.
but I'm gonna shout you out again.
Yes, sir.
And let's move on. Let's
Yes.
bring up something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now we about to come up to draft season, and
Okay, let's
let me
do
tell
that.
you something. Even though we don't have a pick, I think this is just my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and what I think. I think there's gonna be some undrafted free agents and there's gonna be a lot of talent in this draft. There's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
lot of cats who gonna be how do you say overlooked,
Okay.
you know. And I've been
You think
watching
something gonna fall in our lap?
hey, there's a couple of pieces that I think possibly fall in our lap.
All
You
right,
know,
let's speak on it.
you know, I think this is something we could possibly grab and stash. You know what I'm saying, and let him work on his game and put him in the
Okay.
G League for about a year or two. Amani
What that?
Bates,
Monty Bates. Oh, that's homeboy that played for I know
Eastern
his name.
Michigan.
Michigan. There you go. Thank
Yeah,
you, brother.
he went
Sorry.
to he went out there to Memphis, and he got
Mm-hmm.
himself caught up. You know what I'm saying? Some other
Mm-hmm.
garbage, but you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
It look like he's trying to get it together now
Okay.
because he
Malika
sees the
Adams gonna talk
mortality
about him
of his
soon.
future.
I mean Andrews, whatever her name is. Well, no, she like to bring everybody
Um,
history into question.
there's
But yeah,
another
brother,
cat
I'm
out
sorry.
there. Another cat out there. Young boy from Kansas. I like. You know what I'm saying? His name is Grady. I think it's something Grady. I've seen him. He's not a
Mm-hmm.
bad looking little prospect. You
Mm-hmm.
know. I'm gonna see. I got full faith in our front office. Because they haven't shown me making too many dumb mistakes. Where it cost us. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I mean, if they made them, like for example, like in year two after we had made the playoffs and we made some changes and we got Kimba and we got and we re-signed a lot of them cats who we
Evan
had to end up
Fournier.
Fournier. You know what I'm
Fournier,
saying? And
Kimba, Noel,
Kimba and the Burks and the
Alec Burks,
what's
yeah.
the big man who stayed hurt.
Who
Nerlens
Noel?
He's
Noel.
so
Nolan's Noel.
yeah, Noel. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
They
I
came
don't
a
ever
long
see us
way.
going back down that road
I
making
hope
valid
not, brother.
those type of wholesale changes where we're gonna end up, you know what I'm saying, making a
Okay,
certain type of mistake.
you saying about the
But
draft
I
and everything, like I'm sorry, not to cut you off real quick. I just want to make the point. Do you think we need to make a move, or we good, or you
what
want
to
to run it back?
move up or move into the draft. I
Yeah,
think we need
into
to
the
find
draft.
something. I think there's gonna be something, believe it or not, that ring that we possibly looking for is gonna be either in the second round, and I think we can entice somebody to giving us give up one of them first rounds to get one of them second round picks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Or
who?
even trying to hop into the late first round to catch something really
Like
good.
who would be a potential swapper for us or not, as far as teams is concerned? Because I know Dallas did us dirty and whatnot with that tanking, but it is what it is. We be all right.
Anybody,
Who you see out there?
anybody turn them down. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we got to find a way. Throw them a little package or something. Take Evan Fournier and one of these first and a couple of these seconds. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Take them
Okay.
because you need a shooter.
We
Because
need a
you
shooter.
like
We
one,
need some
two,
shooting, man.
yeah, but we don't. We need somebody to shoot and defend. You know what I'm saying?
You want a three
He's a
and D?
possible. Yeah,
Who's a
we
good
need
3 and D
that.
out there?
Uh, what in college?
Well, I mean,
I
just in
mean,
general, whether college
I
or pro.
mean, the names I just mentioned.
Okay, got you. What about the pro league?
Beg your pardon?
You think who?
No, what'd you say?
I said in the pros. Who's a good 3 and D in the pros?
I just saw what was his name? I looked him up in free agency the other day. I was dang, slipped my mind. I was just looking at. Give me a second, fellas.
Not game, right?
Man. Why would we even go back down that road?
I just had to
Seriously,
throw
yo,
that out
listen,
there.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's turn the page on quick on that real quick.
Yeah, go
Yo, for all you
ahead.
people who watch
I
Sports
know he's
Center
gonna go there. Go ahead, brother.
and morning it's, Hambone Smith.
Hambone Smith, God dog it. Mm.
You know who
You leave
Hambone
him
Smith
alone, man.
is.
Yeah, old Muppet. Yeah, go
Talking
ahead.
about Screaming A.
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Listen.
Stay Smith.
Nick
Mm-hmm.
fans need to listen. Listen, Nick fans. I'm gonna say this, and y'all need to really, really listen to me well. Stop listening to that
Mm-mm.
fool.
Facts. Please
He
say it one more
does what he
again.
does. Hold on a second. He does what he does to get people to come watch his show. He does this
Mm-hmm.
for ratings. He goes out there. You talking about you call Julius Randle a diva? No, this clown's a diva. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
hate to call a brother Hambo Smith, but he gets up there and he does all this shucking and jiving and his tap dancing, and it's for
Mm-hmm.
one reason: for more
Challenge.
money.
Mm-hmm.
For more money. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? He's a walking. He's what I call walking clickbait. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So stop listening to him like he's the end all, the be all when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to
I agree.
basketball knowledge.
I
You
agree.
understand what I'm saying? He might be plugged in, but he don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? To go out
Mm.
there and say I want Dame Lillard right now and trade Julius
That's
Randle.
why I said what
What?
I said, because I knew that was going to get you a little water boiling a little bit, man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
just saying I wouldn't. First of all, he just sit there and cried all year long about us
That's
not
what he
getting
said.
Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
right. Then he said you don't want to see
You
no
know, he
Nick
cried
Wade,
all
but
year
then
long about
look at
us
our
not getting
turnout.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, he gonna sit there. He cried over spilled milk for 82 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
82 games, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And look how far we got. Just imagine if that
Unexpectedly, we
man was
got far.
general manager.
Unexpectedly, we got
We
far
wouldn't
because we
even
wasn't
got,
even
man.
supposed to
We
be
would
there.
have won 2 games.
We wasn't even supposed to be there,
You
man.
know
That's why
him?
I'm proud of this
If
team
Screaming
altogether.
A. Smith was general manager, he would be Isaiah Thomas. Get
Oh
all
no,
the
we don't
big
need
He would
another
be
names,
one of
no
worse
them.
than
matter what
Isaiah.
the
We don't
circumstances
need another
are,
one of them.
and you'll fall into a trap of being the worst team with the big
We
names.
don't be. We
But
don't
I
want
will
another one of
say
them.
this, Corey,
Go ahead, DJ.
I love and appreciate what you're saying about Screaming A. Smith. But I'm gonna give you the positive about Screaming A. Smith, right? Screaming A.
Well, if you
Smith,
can find it, please let me know.
Screaming A. Smith has elevated my vocabulary because I did not listen. I did not use
Eliminated
words
goal.
like temerity and
Temerity.
unmitigated gall any other
Eliminated
time
goal. Mm-hmm.
until after he
Mm-hmm.
got on
Mm-hmm.
air and started using them words.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming A. Smith,
Asinine, and all of that.
Screaming A. Smith made me buy a Webster's dictionary and a thesaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, thank you, Screaming A. Smith, for elevating my
Queen's
vocabulary.
finest. And he shouldn't be
Yeah, that's
yelling
about the
Queens the
only
way
thing
he
he
be
can
acting.
do.
The connotations that I use in today's merits.
Mm-hmm. You use your hold on. You use his vocabulary. That's what you telling me?
Screaming A. Smith need to come out with his own dictionary.
Oh man. Oh
Make as much money as you can, black man, because I'm telling you, if Screaming A. Smith replace Webster, that
man.
man is elevating the community. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that, man.
Hey,
He
hey,
might
hey,
get
hey,
jumped.
hey, but he just proves a point that I've been saying. And
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to everybody who got degrees and went to college and you
Thanks.
made something of yourself. Shout out
Salute.
to y'all and I'm proud of you. But I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you this, a degree does not mean you're not a freaking fool.
That's true.
You
That's
understand what
true
I'm
too.
saying? You know what I'm
Some of
saying?
the smartest,
There's
some of the
plenty of
smartest people are a-holes, man. For real.
not even
Mm-hmm.
a-holes. They don't know what the hell they talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That would make
Education
them an
doesn't mean
a-hole
you're
too.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, education doesn't mean you're smart. Education means you took the time and to learn something. You know what I'm saying? You took your time, you went out there, you learned something, you earned a degree, and that is commendable. I wish
Facts.
my dumb ass would have did that. You know what I'm saying? When I
Facts.
had the opportunity. But I
But check
will
it.
say this: it doesn't make you a rocket scientist on everything. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? That's why that's why we have what you call it people who are skilled laborers. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? They don't have to have a degree in order
Facts.
to develop a skill. You know what I'm
I know I
saying?
got one. I definitely got a skill right now, and it pays good. It pays very
So
well
do
right
I,
now.
and mine does too when I
Mhm.
do it.
I,
It's all
I got
good.
a skill, but it
Yo,
doesn't. Trolling does not pay well. I'm gonna just be honest
mm.
about that.
So, yo, DJ, you're a nut. Yo, you're a nut. Yo, wind it
Hey,
up,
hey,
Corey.
yo,
Wind it up, baby.
you the greatest troll on this
Trolling might
earth.
get me a drink at the job.
Yo, DJ is a wild boy, man. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Uncle Freezy, thank you, yo. Cole, wind it up, homeboy. Take us home.
No doubt. Take us home,
I'm
Uncle
gonna say
Corey.
this, yo. Check us out.
Old school Knicks at 11.
All right,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Listen, we infringing on their time. I'm gonna tell you, number one, y'all, thank you for coming, hanging out with us. I truly appreciate you all. DSJ, thank you for popping up for us.
Thank you,
You know what I'm
DSJ.
saying? To
Thank you for
carry us
having
home.
me.
You know what I'm saying? Knick fans, keep rocking with us. It's gonna gradually get better. We're gonna have more
Mm-hmm.
content. But we,
Yes, sir.
but what we basically do, we try to be a little bit more in depth on certain topics, and when we try to speak on them a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just give you our opinions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, opinions are like buttholes. We all got one,
Everybody
and
got
they all
one.
stink.
Word.
And they
Mm.
all stink. But the fact that
Right.
we out here, we're trying to help y'all, just Nick Nation, to be a little bit more conscious on what we're doing and what our thoughts. And let's not be irrational. Let's be
Right.
rational in what we do in life and in everything. And my
Right.
wife says this all the time, and I stole this from her. Attitude means everything. So keep that in mind. And with that
No
said,
doubt.
Yo,
We out.
salute. Thank you, Uncle Freezy. Thank you,
Rest in peace,
DSJ.
baby girl sis. Thank you, Uncle
We out.
Freeze. Thank you,
Hopefully,
DSJ.
see y'all next
Yo,
Sunday. All right.
Crewmaster AD and Uncle Freeze
All
up
right,
next
peace.
with the old school.
Old school
Yo, old
Knicks.
school Knicks. Yo,
Coming
check
your
them out.
way. Coming your
All right.
way. All right, y'all.
Peace with no hair grease, y'all.
Peace.
We out.